We have what we call a staff ticket help desk, and what this is this is where you go after you've tried to find a tutorial and you just can't figure something out and you have a quick question or a big question. You can click on this and it takes you to a help desk like this. Looks like this. You put your name, your email address. These are the different areas you might have questions about. You put in this code right there and you put in your problem here. And automatically, once you go to the bottom and press submit, it goes to one of the 5 of us here and we automatically start answering it. So let's say I get the question and I'm not going to answer it, I'll transfer it to say Darren or vice versa. And you can track everything and it always emails you and gives you access right to the page. So this is what we're trying to do and trying to get away from emails, because it's going to end up populating a data bank of questions and answers, so you'll have an FAQ already created and you'll be able to choose through a list of questions that have already been answered by us. So it's just another way for us to...
So an example, the question that you sent today about the laptop, what you would do is this is where you would ask that question. Rather than sending myself or someone else an email, you send it in here. Put your name in there, put your email. What ends up happening is this generates a number for us. So because it's early in the year, and I know that was a concern of yours, I dealt with it and I passed it on. But once we start getting real busy, there's these emails that come in and you may ask, what's going on with laptops? What'll end up happening, I'll say, yeah, I need to deal with that. And then there's 14 million other questions and then it's not dealt with. The next day I totally forget about it and after that it's gone. In this system, it never goes away until we answer it. So if you ask a question in here, we have to deal with it. So this is the spot where you can ask the simplest questions or the most complex questions, and we'll find the expert or the person to answer that question. So what would have happened is the ticket would have then been sent to the techie people downtown, which is Tom. Tom would have then replied to that, and then we would have put the answer in here. It would have been solved. Okay, and that's the way we have to deal with issues. Otherwise, they never get answered. Or they will, but we will lose the certain questions here or there. And so this ticket system that she's developed is a phenomenal thing that we should be using every chance we get. There is no such thing as a stupid question. There's stupid people, but there's no such thing as a stupid question. Okay? The question that you ask, you have to throw on to the writing and put it in writing. We will not make you feel stupid no matter what the question says. We will try to solve the question for you. Okay? And the question you've asked has probably been asked by someone else in the past. And then we can send you to the appropriate tutorial. So if you ask a question in here, like I don't know how to do my staff profile, for instance, if you haven't done your staff profile yet, we would actually send you to right to the link that will allow you to do that, or the tutorial that will explain to you how to get to that link. Okay, so this is a great place to ask your questions. I'm sorry, you got a question?
I was just going to say that this type of scenario is happening more and more just in the outside world too, because I dealt with that with someone with computers.
Yeah.
Couldn't get anybody on the phone. As soon as I sent it in an email, bang, I got instant service.
Yeah, ticket system.
We have one on our website. If I can get back to it real quick. We have one for students and parents and anybody else who might want to use it. We have an online help desk right here. And during the day, we have someone available the entire day to answer automatically a question. But we don't recommend using this for staff because we want to keep track of the questions. So using our own help ticket system, we can keep track of all the questions and create a data bank. But this is available for students, so you can always refer students to this if they have questions that Sandra or Ray might be able to answer that you don't know.
Or if a student comes to you and has an issue with their computer and it's not WebCT isn't working for them or something like that, they can go through this system and we will point them to the tutorials that will help them clean up their computer so that it will work under WebCT. So you're not expected to be a techie for every single one of your students any more than we're expected to be techies. We have tutorials that will help them out, but we're not going to fix their machines or anything like that. But that's where you would send them, is to the ticket system always.
Okay, so if you don't have this button here in your course, can you please email Sandra and we'll get it added to your course. Ryan, do you have a tutorial on this? Did you make one last year? No?
You can also see that this,
no, it's okay.
see in brackets at the bottom of this one where it says hidden? That means that the students will never see that. That's only for you. So that ticket system there is for the staff, and it remains hidden. Don't release that to the students. You release it to the students, and we're going to get bombarded by these questions from your kids over your course. That's a